What if I told you I could save you $28,000 a year, 2 years, and all you have to do is make one change? All you have to do is go to a community college rather than going straight to a four-year college. That $28,000, that's the equivalent of a small car, a brand new car, every single year. Today I want to kind of discuss why going to community college is more beneficial than going directly to a four-year college. Today I want to discuss the financial aspects, kind of your career path and decision and how that can help and influence. And then lastly, it's kind of the social aspect of it. To begin, the financial aspect. According to collegeboard.com, which encompasses all the colleges and finds out the average prices, a typical private four-year college is $31,000 a year. A public four-year, $9,000. A two-year community college, on average, is $3,500. That's $6,500 you can save just by going to a community college rather than a public four-year. And even more, about double that if you don't go to a private university right away. Then you also got to consider the fact that you have room and board. When you go to a public four-year college, most likely you're going to be away from where you live. So you got to deal with having to pay for your housing and food costs, not to mention transportation costs. All that can be usually saved if you go to a community college first, because a lot of community colleges are in the neighborhood that you live, or very close by. So you can live with your family and not have to pay that extra money, which saves you even more. Then on top of that, you got to consider the interest on your loans. By going to community college, you're not taking out as much, so you don't have to pay a lot more in interest over the life of the loan. Some of the negative facts about the financial side is that not all the credits that you earn at a community college will transfer over. So there is a possibility that you may have to take an extra semester at the four-year college. But I mean, half a year of a four-year college versus taking 2 years at a community college, there's a big difference of price there. So you don't have to really worry about paying that four-year tuition and paying up to $28,000 a year to take those courses. Then I kind of want to move on to the career decision, because obviously going to college is a huge investment. According to the Mentor.com, a journal published by Penn University, 25 to 50% of freshmen entering college are undecided. 75% will change their major at least once throughout their 4 years of college. By going to a community college, you can kind of decide what you want to do and work towards that degree, or you can kind of explore it and at a much cheaper price. And by going and determining what you want to do first, you don't have to worry. You can actually decide what you want instead of being on a fast track and having to take the courses that you want in order to graduate on time. Secondly, it gives you a second degree. Even though it's an associate degree, you can get a second degree in almost anything you want and have those credits transferred to 4 years. There's, again, the negative side that it may set you back because not all the credits will transfer. And it may take you longer to actually graduate. Instead of 4 years of college, you may have to take 5 years or 6 years. But again, you're saving a heck of a lot of money by going at 2 years first. Moving on to the social aspect. When you're at a community college, a lot of times you're in the community that you grew up in. So you go to school with a lot of people that you originally went to school with. You can maintain your friendships, maintain a close connection with your family. And then you also have a lot more access to the local job market. So if you decided not to continue on with the degree, you still have that connection. You can go into the job market much quicker and much easier because you're working with teachers who live in the area also and know the connections to the businesses. Secondly, when you're transferring from a 2-year to 4-year, you have 2 social groups that you can interact with. You can make 2 sets of friends rather than just going into a 4-year college and making 1 group of friends initially. Again, there is a negative of going to community college. If you go to community college, by the time you get to that 4-year college, a lot of people have already formed social groups and have little cliques that are making it much harder for you to actually move in and have a lot more friends to begin with. But again, you have a lot more opportunity because you're making two sets of friends. To conclude, today we have discussed some of the benefits of going to community college rather than going directly to four-year college. There's the financial aspect that is much cheaper. There's the career decisions that you can kind of get out of the way. You can kind of decide what your major is before you actually spend a lot more money on going into four-year college. Also, you're not being fast-tracked, so you can actually explore what you want. Lastly, there's some social aspects, social advantages that you're in your community still, you still have a group of friends, and you can always make more friends by transferring and having these two social groups to pull from. If you only take one thing away from all of this, in that college is an expensive investment. In order to, it's an expensive investment regardless of where you go, but it does pay off. So I urge you to invest your time and money wisely. Go to the community college, explore it, and make friends. And then when you're ready, you can decide if you want to transfer to a four-year college or not, or directly go into the job field. Thank you.